of 2024. 20 teasing questions, and I managed to find stuff for everything, which is unusual for me. So I'm not going to muck about, go straight into it. So the first question asked by Rob was, favourite record you purchased in 2023? And for me, he's going to show it again. And it's not the Philippine version, it's the picture disc version of Out of the Blue. Now this first came out in 77. I had it for Christmas and I played it to death, and it's got frying bacon on it. It's warped, so I had to get a new version to play on my new deck, and this is, I decided to get the picture disc, and it's really good quality for a picture disc. It's just a fabulous album, one of my favourite albums of all time, that one is, so that's what that one's there for. Okay, the second question, the last record that I brought in 2023, and for me it was at a record fair back in November, and it is Toyah's Anthem from 1981. It's got It's a Mysteries on here, and I Want to Be Free. I love this album, love the front cover, but I do love the back cover as well. It's one of the best pictures I've got of Toyah. And of course it's Mrs. Fripp as well. Okay, the question 3. A band or a singer that released 2 or more albums in the same year. Got 1 or 2, but the one that really sprung to mind, because some of the ones I've got an album and a live album, but the band that produced 2 albums was Deep Purple, and it was the Mark III version of Deep Purple in 1974, so these are 50 years old this year. We had Burn at the beginning of the year and Stormbringer towards the end. I love this cover, especially that cover. Both good albums. Stormbringer's on there, Lady Double Dealer, The Gypsy, Soldier of Fortune. On this one there's Burn, Might Just Take Your Life, and Mistreated. Absolute killer albums. Okay, if I could only listen to one music from which decade would it be? Could have been the 80s, but I love 70s music, and so I went with 70s in the end. And I show 3 albums from the 70s. 78, Long Live Rock and Roll from Rainbow. I think another album from 74, Queen 2. It's got Father to Son, Seven Seas of Rise on there, excellent album. And we couldn't, from 1972, bit of Ziggy Stardust. Great album, of course, 5 years. Suffragette City. Whoa, some great tracks on there. Must listen to that. I haven't listened to that for ages. Okay, next question was, show a record or band bar from Manchester. Now, I haven't got any from Manchester. The nearest I found through my collection are a band that were from Stockport, and it's 10cc and Godley and Creme. This is a compilation of songs from both bands. It's a really good album. It's got all the classic 10cc and some great Godley and Creme tracks on as well. Excellent album. Okay, the next question was, which band or singer did you listen to the most in 2023? Now, this band I listened to quite a lot because I ranked them, and it's the Beavis Frond. But after I'd finished ranking them, I couldn't stop listening to them. And I had my first TLC this year from Mike, and one of the albums that he sent me, the other one was Tricula, and this is In a Marshall from the Beavis Frond. I just absolutely love this band now. Such a talent on here. Nick Solomon, absolute genius, clever man. And this album I play a lot. I first put this on Friday, and I think I've played it about 4 times now. Absolutely love that album. Okay, next up we're showing 7 7-inch singles. So here we go. First one I'm going to show, I think you can see, is Kate Bush's Wuthering Heights. 1977. Now, yeah, I brought that when it came out, and that's how it come. In a plain white wrapper. We didn't have picture covers in this country. Okay, next up, one that I've been looking for years. It's the Spot the Pigeon EP from Genesis. Match of the Day, Inside and Out, which is the best track on here, and Pigeons. I have this in a paper black one, but I finally found the picture disc cover at a record fair a few years ago. Our Friends Electric. Fantastic stuff. The next one is the very first picture disc I ever brought in a 7-inch single. It's Golden Years by David Bowie. There's a picture of him on the back. Well, he's on the back. Can't tell, but then a picture of our David. Okay, now we're going to go way back. 1981, when I was a proper headbanger. Bit of Motorhead Live, Just In Case. Blech, great track. Okay, My Beloved Status Quo. And I picked this one because this is the first coloured vinyl I ever bought. Ta-da! Old Rag Blues on blue vinyl. And I can never get it back in. Never. No, I'll have to put that back in later. And my last one is a band that never released many singles. It's Pink Floyd, 1983, Not Nell John. Now the reason I got this, it's got The Hero's Return, parts 1 and 2, and part 2 is not on the album. So there we are. There's my 7-inch singles. Okay, the next question. Who's coming to your party? Choose 4 music-related people to an imaginary party. So I thought I'd want to ask some of my heroes. So one of my heroes, as you know, is Mr. Mike Oldfield. And this is 1975's Overdawn. Absolutely fab album. That's what I called Mike Oldfield in his Jesus period. Okay, couldn't have a party without the legendary Rick Parfitt, could you? God rest his soul. There's a picture of a Rick there. He's Rick in 1972. It's a great album, Pole Driver. It's the rawest Quo album you'll ever get. Okay, one of my writing heroes now. Mr. Peter Gabriel. This is the album So, 1986. He wrote some fabulous songs as a solo artist and with Genesis. And the last person up at the table is someone that gets inspired by Peter Gabriel. And that is Fish from Marillion. This is Fish with his debut album from Marillion, Script for a Jester's Tear. Wonderful writing. And I've actually met this guy, Fish. Absolutely amazing person, very friendly. Okay, the next question says we lost them. Choose one musician who passed away in 2023. We lost this year a composer, keyboard virtuoso, Mr. Francis Monkman of Curved Air. But I'm showing an album from Sky, the debut from 1979. And Side 2 is a track called Where Opposites Meet, and it's composed and arranged by the one and only Mr. Francis Monkman. Sad loss, but that is a fine album. Okay then. Next question. Imagine you could only listen to music from one country. Which country would you choose? Oh, I tossed and turned about this. Would it be American? Would it be? Well, in the end, I stayed safe and went at home. So from home, I've chosen Pink Floyd. This is a great little compilation called A Collection of Great Dance Songs, which I think came out in about 1980, something like that. Pretty good album. Great band, of course. Probably one of the great British heavy metal bands. Iron Maiden. Here we have Somewhere in Time. Covers based on Blade Runner. Steve Harris is huge into Blade Runner. Now this would be my this is an honourable mention in another question. I'd love to have been in this as a cartoon character. Okay, the third one I'm going to show for England is a proper English trio called the Groundhogs. This is Rager's Edge from 1985. Bluesy rock band. I've actually seen them in one of my local pubs. There's the band at the time, and this is the tour I saw them on, and that's where I got the album from. Okay, the next one is name three vinyl community channels you discovered in 2023. Now these three are actually, funny enough, three people that come on my live stream. So no particular order. Mike's Vinyl Spiral, part of the furniture on the live stream now. Really good channel as well, and enjoy his company on the live stream. Up next, Stevie's Vinyl Cupboard, another really nice guy. He puts together some really nice videos. His shorts on the Who are fantastic, so go and check out Stevie. And the other one is Nick's Vinyl Butty. He is such a down-to-earth man, calls a spade, and the other thing is he's from Northamptonshire as well. He's up the road in Corby. So there are my three discoveries. I discovered loads this last year, too many to mention, but there's three, and I chose them because they actually come on my channel. So next one, show a record you bought as a teenager. Now, if in Rob, you know, when I was a teenager, I was buying singles, but I had some birthday money, so I decided to buy an album. And instead of buying singles, and I was really into my heavy metal then, I bought this on KTEL Records, Axe Attack. What a cool cover that is. It's a great compilation. And the people, there's some of the artists are on there. We've got Black Sabbath, Ian Gillan, Rainbow, Whitesnake, Iron Maiden and AC/DC. What a great little compilation. I still play it to this very day. Okay, next one, show a funk or soul record. Now, this is where I've cheated a bit, because I haven't got any soul or funk on a vinyl. But what I have got is a covers album of Motown type songs from Mr. Bruce Springsteen. Only the Strong Survive, come out in 2022. It's a really good album. It's one of them albums, it's three sides. So one of the sides is just completely bare. This is actually not my copy because I've got it on a download. I borrowed this off my friend Lee, and I thought I'd show this. So it's a really good album. Okay, what's next? Show a record that you think everyone has, and then one that everyone hasn't. So the one I've gone where everyone's had, everyone's got a copy of this. Bat Out of Hell, Meatloaf. Everyone's got copies of that. But this one, I'll be very, very surprised. If you have got a copy of this, please put it in the comments below. This is a blues band called DTs, and this is Messing with the Blues. This came out in 1985. And if you can see closely, it's signed by the band. So, yes, I brought this at the gig. They're the band. They're a band from Leicestershire. That's the lead singer, Simon Hicklin. Lead guitar here is Steve Wolin. Craig Rind on the bass. And Chaz Taplin on the drums. Absolutely great album that is. So I don't think no one's got that. Okay, what have we got next? Yes, She's Great, a record by a female artist you brought in 2023. Now, I've always liked this lady. I had a sort of copied CD, but I finally brought my first album on vinyl by Joan Baez. The first 10 years. Got this at my local independent record shop. It's a fantastic album. I love played this a few times as well. It's very Sunday morning listening. It's a fantastic album. Okay, what have we got next? The favourite video you posted on your channel in 2023 and your favourite video you watched. Okay, my favourite video is one that I did at an event I went to, Rock to Your Drop, which was a Status Quo tribute day. And I asked them, they had a Facebook page, and I asked them nicely if I could film, and met them all, the ones that had organised it. Absolutely brilliant, and produced a little video, one of the toughest ones I've put together of all the time I've been doing YouTube videos, and I was so chuffed with it, and a lot of good response for it. So that's the favourite one that I put out. But the favourite one that I watched is this one from Stevie's Vinyl Cupboard. It's absolutely brilliant. The one where he's in sort of the place where they did the Tomato cover. It's not just the content, it's just a brilliantly put together. It is very, very funny. It's probably my favourite BC video of the year. Okay, next up is Show Me What You describe as a 90s classic. Now, I haven't got much vinyl from the 90s. The only one that I could find in my collection is this one, 1991, U2's Achtung Baby. For me, it's a classic. It's the last album I really like that they did all the way through. Well, it's got some great tracks on here, hasn't it? It's got Sue Station, The Fly, Edge of the World, One's on here. Absolutely classic album. Could have gone into another category as well, but I chose another one for that. Okay then, next up, if you could walk into the cover, which one would it be? Well, sort of like what the picture Rob showed of his. Mine, I wouldn't want to be in that one, but it's this one I want to be in. Picture of Wings. This is Wings Over America, of course. And I want to be standing between Paul and Denny, either with me tambourine or a triangle. Or the doorbell when they do let them in. Something like that, but I'd love to have been in that. Okay, nearly done now. It's like a greatest hits album. Show a record that you're so familiar with that it feels like a greatest hits. Now again, I've sold this artist twice now, but it's this one. Born in the USA. Bruce Springsteen. So many good tracks on this, from top to bottom. There's only one on here that's I'm not keen on, but every track on here is wonderful. Absolutely great album that is. Okay, and we've come to the last question. Show me an album that was released in 1974. Now, once again, I've borrowed this off Lee because I've got it on my iPod. But Lee brought it around for me to listen to, and I didn't realise it is 50 years old this year. And it's the sweet, sweet Fanny Adams. It's so good, I must get my own copy. Great album this is. This is nothing like their singles. I mean, the Rebel Rouser on here is a lot heavier. It's got AC/DC on it, a track they wrote, Sweet FA's on here. What an absolute belter of an album to be 50 years old. Can't believe it. The sad thing is, there's only Andy left. Mick's gone, Steve's gone, and of course Brian's gone, but absolutely brilliant album. Okay, there we go. 20 questions asked, and all done mostly with vinyl, which is unusual. I'm really getting into the vinyl community proper now. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.